Good afternoon, Fantasy Bay. Mike Williams here, and we're going to be going over the waiver wire for week 7. Let's get it started. All right, so I have Josh Allen. And so we're going to start with the quarterback. I like Josh Allen this week going against Miami. Don't really need to say more. Last time Josh Allen played, he had 20 points, then 8 points, and 19. Pretty decent, but Miami makes everybody's numbers look better, so I believe he has a good game. Kirk Cousins came out firing this week. Last week was a Thielen week. This week was a Diggs week. 35 fantasy points, 333 yards, 4 touchdowns, only 1 pick. They play the Lions this week. I think that's a good matchup. He should be a good start. Jacob Brissett, Jacoby Brissett, Jacoby and Jalen and Jacoby would be disappointed in me. That's actually sad. Jacoby Brissett. I think he's going to be a good matchup. He has the Texans. He's been playing really well this year. The last game he played, he had a down game, but before that, 27, 24. You like that? I think he's going to get somewhere around 20 points. Sam Darnold, I don't like him for this week, but I do like him from 9 to 14. So if you're going to stash, you can probably wait one more week, but I'd get him in week 8 before week 9. Just something to keep your eyes out for. Chase Edmonds. I think that he is going to be a solid flex play. Chase Edmonds is good on his own, and if David Johnson goes down, I think that he's even more valuable. He had 14 points last week, 2 receptions off 2 targets, 33 yards and a touchdown. I think he's a talented player, and all he needs is opportunity. All right, next let's go to Alexander Madison. I think that the backup to Dalvin Cook is always good to have, and I think that he has some value on his own as well. 14 attempts, 63 yards, 14 attempts. That's a solid amount of attempts. If he keeps getting this role, I believe that he gets better. And he gets more fantasy points for sure. If he's getting 14 attempts, that's a lot. Jamal Williams came out firing from his injury. 23 fantasy points, 4 receptions, 32 yards, and a touchdown. I think that they are going to do a timeshare with Aaron Jones, and if he keeps dropping touchdown passes and fumbling a ball like he did yesterday, then they're going to lean more and more on Jamal Williams. So all the Aaron Jones truthers, we need him to catch the damn ball. Latavius Murray, I believe, is a good pickup. A, because Alvin Kamara is dealing with an ankle injury. But B, when Drew Brees comes back, I think that this offense is going to be better. So, ipso facto, I think Latavius Murray is going to be better and more involved in the offense. But I wouldn't play him this week. He plays the Bears. Darrell Henderson is somebody you want to keep an eye out for. He only had 6 carries for 39 yards, but he did look decent. So I'd keep an eye out for him. All right, let's get to wide receivers. I like Jamison Crowder. So one thing that I like to preach on this channel is follow the targets. He had 9 targets this game. The last time he played with Sam Darnold, I'm pretty sure he had like 14. You gotta see who the quarterback wants to throw to. And I believe that is Jamison Crowder. I believe he's the underneath threat, whereas Robbie Anderson is going to be the downfield threat. So, also, check to see if Robbie Anderson is on your waiver wire, because if he is, grab him, for sure. I'm not playing him this week, but again, just like Sam Darnold, the Jets have a very nice schedule from 9 to 14. So, I think it's a good hold. DK Metcalf, I think, starts to get more play. With Will Disley going down last week, he had 4 receptions on 4 targets, 69 yards. Throw a touchdown on that. That's a 16-point day. That's not bad. Alden Tate has been playing pretty decent. 12 targets. Only 5 receptions, but 12 targets. You like that. 91 yards, 14 fantasy points. I think that AJ Green's going to be coming back soon, but I'm not sure how this offense is going to handle that. Whether or not it leaves Alden Tate even more open. I think that the targets will go down a little bit, but I still think Alden Tate's a talented wide receiver. Dante Pettis is somebody to look out for. Yeah, the better this 49ers offense gets, I think the more their receivers are going to need to perform. So Dante Pettis is a talented wide receiver coming into the year. He was highly touted, and he proved to not be worth anything at the beginning. But I believe he actually can have a valuable role. Devontae Parker is a flyer. Not a huge fan of Devontae Parker, if you can't tell. All right, let's get into tight ends. Hunter Henry. I tried to tell you. Pick my man up. Came back and dropped 30. So a little behind the scenes. I'm in a fantasy league with some of my college buddies, and I had a tight end that was on bye. I was like, damn, what am I going to do? Looking through the waiver wire, and I'm like, somebody left Hunter Henry on the waiver wire? Yoink. Mine. Please and thank you. Played him. Man, that 30 points. Beautiful. I tried to tell you how to pick him up before the week started, but if you got him, great. If you didn't, you're going to have to pay up to get him on the waiver wire because he is looking amazing. Top 5 tight end for the rest of the year if he stays healthy. If you're shooting darts, Darren Fells is a dart throw. He has 6 receptions and 7 targets last week, 12 fantasy points, 69 yards. You like that? I have a couple also mentions. Ricky Seals-Jones, Chris Herndon, the 4th. Is that the 4th? I think it's speculative ads. Chris Herndon, I think, is a good ad, but he comes back and he gets dinged up immediately. It's kind of hard to hold 2 tight ends, but if you can roster him, he'd be good. Let's move to defenses. First on my list is Buffalo Bills. Anybody facing Miami is going to be a good defense to play, and the Bills are already a very good defense. Had 14 fantasy points the last time they were on the field. They allowed 7 points to the opponents and had 5 sacks. They were beastly. Miami is going to get beat down, defensively at least. I'm interested to see who they start at quarterback. I believe it's going to be Josh Rosen, and if that is, he might get benched again. All right, San Francisco 49ers, I believe, are the truth. I think they are a good defense. I'm not saying that their team is like 5-0, but their defense is good. They are a good defense. And this week, they play the Redskins. So I got a fun fact from Field Yates from ESPN. I had to share this. This year, the 49ers have faced Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Beckham, Robert Woods, Kupp, Cooks, and combined, they had 14 catches, 143 yards, and 1 touchdown. From all 6 of them, they combined for 14 catches, 143 yards, and 1 touchdown. That's amazing. The 49ers are good. So pick them up. New Orleans Saints going against Chicago. Chicago hasn't looked good recently, especially with the quarterback going down. Mitchell Trubisky might play this week, but I still think that they're an okay play. Minnesota against Detroit, and I have Green Bay against Oakland. So those are my defenses of the week you can pick up off the waiver wire, and I think that's going to wrap it up. If you have any questions, hit me up on any type of social media. Let me know if you have any fantasy questions. Join, subscribe, like, all that YouTube fantasy stuff. I'll see you later, Fantasy Bay.